I have made well over hundreds and thousands of dollars from trading, but it wasn't always the case. I started trading a few years ago when I was just a student. By then, I didn't have any money in my bank account. How did I go from just being a broke student until making that much money from trading? And having to achieve my dream of that financial freedom, 10K, 20K a month. But yeah, all just comes down to some of the basics decision you take in your life. So in today's video, I'm going to break down some of the decision I've taken that have shaped me to become a profitable trader. First, and the most important decision I've taken was like the mindset. You should have the mindset of a trader. You want to have the mindset of a businessman, because we know that like when you go to school, they teach you that the only way for you to succeed is to go to school and graduate, get a job and make money. But if you look at people that are making crazy amount of money in this world, they are not those guys that are going for a 9 to 5 job. They are always gonna be businessmen and all of that. So when you now start thinking on your own that instead of you working for someone, if you work for yourself, you'll make far more money. That is the right path. You just need that mindset. You have to understand that if you want to learn that skill that's gonna make you a crazy amount of money, it involves a lot of risk, and you have to take that risk. As they say, no risk, no Lambo, right? So you need to take the risk to be able to make that money. It just doesn't fall from the sky. You need to work toward that money to make it. And that's the one. And the second thing is value your time. When I was going to school, I remember the timetable. I used to go to school from Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday were like the only time that I didn't have school. But when I sat down and think about it, I can't trade on Saturday and Sunday and make money. Meanwhile, I'm home. I'm not doing anything. And when I look at my institution, I see that they have weekend student and regular student. And at that time, I was a regular student. That's why I used to go to school Monday to Friday. But then when I saw that I can switch from regular to weekend, meaning I will only be going to school from Saturday to Sunday, that means for the whole Monday to Friday, I have the whole time for myself. And if I do have that whole time, what am I using that time for? I can only use to learn a skill that's gonna make me a lot of money. So all I did, one of the best decisions I've made in my whole life, was to switch from regular student to weekend student. And I had a lot of backlash to it. People telling me, yo, weekend student are people that are not serious. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Some of my lecturers were like, why did you switch? But they didn't know what was building. They didn't know that was the whole point of me even becoming profitable today. When I switched to weekend student, then Monday to Friday, I didn't have anything else to do than just sleep in my room. So all I did is go to YouTube, learn how to trade, backtest, trade, demo, and then deposit some cash, lose some money. And that's how I've actually learned correctly how to trade, because I had the whole Monday to Friday every single day for a whole 1 year for myself. And I use that time wisely because I've used it to learn how to trade, not to go out for parties and those kind of things. So value your time. It doesn't matter if you're a student or if you are working. Any time that you think you can make for yourself, use that time to learn a skill that can make you money. And I'm not just talking about Forex trading. You can use that time to learn about anything else. You can learn video editing, you can learn programming, you can learn anything that if you think you can monetize that skill, then it's really gonna bring you way more money than you going to school and get a job. The third thing is the capital, because I know that some of you guys tell me that you don't have money to buy a Profit Challenge and all of that. I understand the whole point, but did you guys know how I made my money to be able to buy Profit Challenge and start getting payout? It's not by going to social media and begging people, okay? What I did was pretty simple, but before I get into that, I know that there are like plenty of opportunities online to make money, and you don't need to beg someone for that. You can literally make way too much money by just selling things. I'm gonna tell you what I did that allowed me to make money and be able to buy Profit Challenge. So the first thing I did is I went to Gigi, right? I'm in Ghana, so I went to Gigi. It's a platform that allows you to buy and sell services and goods. I actually have a passion to, let's say, coding, programming, those kind of things. And then when I try to look at some of the software, like I was trying to like if I can sell software to people, what I did is I went to Gigi and I saw that some people were selling software like Photoshop, Adobe Premiere Pro, and all of those like paid software, right? And I was like, yo, this is something I can make money from it. And they were selling it for like 100 cities, 150 cities. I did the same thing. I was selling them at 50 cities. And you may ask me, where am I even getting those software from? Because I have to buy them first. So where am I getting the money to even buy the software to sell to people and make money? It was simple. Just download them for free online. There's that website, I think is Get Into PC. So when you go there, you can get plenty software that actually paid, but you can get them for free. All I did is download it there using midnight data. I didn't spend more than 10 cities. I downloaded it and then I listed it on the platform that was selling Photoshop for 50 cities, 75 cities. And then in a month, I get like 10, 20, 50 people just buying those things for me. So I was making what, roughly like $50 to $100 a month by just selling software online. And they don't even meet me. I just send the software to them over maybe Drive or I don't know, WhatsApp or something like that. There's just countless opportunities to make money, but you just have to be a bit smart to actually use that and make the money for you. So when you make that money, you can just use it to learn how to trade. You can use it to deposit and start making some good money. So these are like some of the small decisions I've taken that really shaped me into becoming someone like me, as you can see now. And then one thing that I remember, don't listen to friends, especially when you start doing something better than them, because most of your friends, when they see that you are doing something that is not at their level, they will always hate at you. They'll be like, yo, this is not good, this is gonna get you in danger, this is gonna do that. It's because, why would they say all of that? It's because you are doing just way better than them. Whenever you get criticized for what you're doing, you're just doing better than anyone that is saying that. So whenever someone tells you that what you are doing is wrong, know that you are actually on the right path. It's kind of weird, but you are actually on the right path. And all of those small decisions, ignoring people telling me to stop and try to use my time wisely, try to use the tools I have to make more money. That was like pretty much it, how I was able to make just few cash enough to be able to learn how to trade and get some cash. And that was pretty much it. And I remember I even used that money to invest in crypto, like buy those meme coin, and I kind of got lucky, so I made some good amount of money from crypto as well. That allowed me to fund my trading. So some of you guys ask me, how did you fund your trading? That's pretty much how I fund my trading. And I think I already made a video how I started trading. So if you want to have in details, make sure you go and check it out. But in all I said here, just try to apply what you think you can apply. And yeah, you can actually make it someday. It's not that difficult. I mean, the beginning is really difficult, but when you get into that stage, things just go way too fast. I know I went from making, let's say, $3,000 a month to making $10,000 a month in less than 3 months. But it took me a whole 6 months just to go from maybe making $100 to $1,000. The beginning is difficult, but when you keep going, it's gonna get way easier for you to make way too much money. So I hope that all of this advice is gonna help you to make a lot of money and help you to shape you into a better person, to be able to learn the correct skill and start making some money. If you ever apply this advice and it end up working out for you, make sure you DM me. Make sure you just come and say that, yo, Asius, I apply your advice and it did help me. So I'll be really be grateful. And yeah, if you are new into my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. I want to give you guys some free advice that will help you to make money, and I'll also going to teach you guys anytime I get something I think actually useful for you. So see you guys and hope you subscribe. Bye bye.